Hello everyone. Welcome to the day. Uh, second, yeah. Okay, yeah. Welcome to the day three of the 100 days of cloud. This is Lakshit Pant from Azure Developer Community, and today we are going to. The today's topic is Azure Resource Group. So far, we have covered a couple of things. On the day one, we have covered the Azure credits, how to set up your Azure account, what are the prerequisites for getting started with 100 days of cloud, what will be this program looks like, what are the agenda for this program, and what are our goals. For day two, we have covered so far the all the when I say for the day two, we have covered a couple of things in which we have covered the Azure budgets, cost management, billings, how this happens, and then we have done it with multiple scenarios. Hi Cognito, I just saw your hi with the chat. So we have on the day two, we have covered a couple of things that led to the Azure budgets, how to set up alerts. Yesterday I wasn't able to show you up some kind. Just give me a second. I don't know why is this reflection coming. Uh, I guess. Wow. Uh, yeah, this is much better. This is bearable. Yeah, this is bearable. Okay. So on the day one we have covered the your subscriptions and whatnot, and on the day two, so those who have, if you have missed some sessions or any kind of blogs, feel free to maybe and let me just quickly share you the links. Do not go through the YouTube video YouTube, I won't recommend going to the YouTube link and watching the stream again. Okay. Yeah. That that stream, yeah, I'm really sorry for the yesterday. I hope it's fine today, right? And there is one more blog that I've written. So maybe this is more than enough. Copy and day one. This is for the day one. So I've shared two links in the comment section. This is day one where we have discussed about the how to set up your Azure account with multiple things. Also, one thing that I missed here is MLSA. So you can always apply to Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. Like, let me just quickly share my screen. Yeah, I will show you this student ambassador program. The applications are all out now, and you should apply for this. And this is a great program, by the way. It will help you. You will get a lot. There are a lot more benefits. You get to know about the community perspective, right? So this is the program you should apply for. So this is the program. You can just simply go to this link, check out this link, and you will be able to apply for this program. And they just require some basic criteria. And again, this is only applicable if you are a working student. Doesn't matter if you are doing a BTech, BA, MCA, BCA. You just need to BSc, any kind of degree. It doesn't matter. Even if you are enrolled in some kind of education program or some kind of boot camp as well. When I say boot camp, if you are a global student and enrolled in 6 month camp boot camps, you have your college ID authority digital identity card, then you can always apply eligible for this program, right? So I think you should definitely apply for this program. This is yeah, I'll show you this. So this program help you achieve multiple things, right? It gives you a lot more global benefits that you get to know about. You can be a beta tester, you can get some swags. There are a couple of milestones that they have already. These are the couple of milestones that they have. So there are multiple things there. Student reactor startup for founders, you get access to multiple global folks, right? So Microsoft Student Ambassador Program is a really nice initiative. Should check out for if you're a student. How to pass it, how to pass the MLSA. Maybe if time allows, I'll definitely try to write a blog. But if I have to just explain it to you in just one line, I'll say just write some blogs. So this 100 days of cloud will definitely help you to be an MLSA. Like, I tell you how. They require some prior community work. Microsoft requires some prior community work, right? So if you want to be an MLSA, you should showcase your past experience with the community, what you have done for the community, how you have evangelized Azure for the community, right? Or any technical topic, right? So there you can just give out these blog links, give out these contributions that you are, or GitHub contributions, blog links, and everything that you are making to the this initiative, right? So you can always showcase these kind of blogs that you have written. This number of blogs. If you have organized any kind of session in your college, that's like a cherry on a cake for you all. If you are maybe if you are even a volunteer for any kind of event in your college, that's a plus point for you. So you should definitely apply for the MLSA program. You get lots of benefits there. You get some 50% of free coupon vouchers on certifications. You get some MVP benefits. You get some what you get some Visual Studio Code subscriptions, premium subscriptions. You get some LinkedIn premium vouchers for free, right? And again, there are some n number of benefits, right? And some Azure credits. Every month you will get $100. So just imagine, every 30 days you will get $100 credits for of Azure, right? So again, this is a great program. You should check out for MLSA program that is live now. Pablo Viramadi is the one who manages for the entire global community of MLSA. Deepak Rajendran is the second guy who manages the India region of MLSA program, right? Day one and day two videos lagging. I'm really sorry for that. Right now, I'm at my home. I was at some other place for the day one and day two. So I'm really sorry for that. I have written a detailed blog on each and every step. If you face any kind of doubt, any kind of query, feel free to text me on, feel free to utilize the group that we have. We have a particular group which you can utilize in order to ask your doubts and queries, right? So if you are facing any kind of doubts and queries, just feel free to put it on the group, right, in the WhatsApp group. Now coming to the today's session, I won't take much of your time. It will be in next 15 to 20 minutes. We'll wrap the session up, right? Again, I'm fasting today, so I'm fasting today, right? So it's pretty tough for me to manage this all. I've been doing quite of work right now, and still have to go a little bit more, right? So I'll just quickly explain you what are the things that you need to cover in the maybe in the day two of and the day two in the day three for of the this 100-day series, right? This is the 100 days of cloud GitHub repository that we have been following, right? And this again, huge shout out to Michael Durkan, whose content we are following. This content is by Michael Durkan, whose content we are following. A huge shout out to him. I just forgot to mention him. I'll quickly mention him in the GitHub repo as well, because he has written this entire, he has given the structure. He's the man behind this entire 100 days structure, right? So we are following his content. Now let's quickly jump off. If you do not if you have never been through, never saw this maybe this repository, you can just you should check it out for sure. Here is the day one, here is the day two of Azure resource group of Azure budgets and cost management that we have discussed, right? And here's a YouTube video, and here is the resources that you can look out, which I believe can be helpful if you want to learn this. If you want to learn Azure budgets and cost management, this YouTube video could really help you out. Now now today, there we have just one topic. It's Azure Resource Group. For one, from one per se, it looks very easy, right? It's just one word, right? One resource group, right? Pass 204. See, how should I tell you? If whatever we are doing, right, it's more about learning perspective, and we will definitely cover some mock interview questions, right? So we will cover 204 mock interview questions. I'll tell you how you can just practice 204 questions, right? I'll tell you the smart way to practice 204 questions. So we will definitely try to cover those as well as we reach to that level, right? But passing and everything is totally up to you. Now if you miss out 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, and you come up on the 10th that you didn't pass the 204, right? Then what, there is no meaning, right? You have already missed those 1 week period, right? So if you are being consistent with this Azure, definitely this will help you out in passing your examination, right? Now let's move ahead. Hi Daksh, hi Akshay, hi everyone. Now, so today we'll be covering this Azure resource group, and this is the content that I have decided to cover. So this is it that we are going to cover today. By the way, this is not it. We have covered so far. We have covered a lot of things. Let's quickly jump off to the Azure portal, right? Let's not waste much more time. So you just have to sign up through Azure. I hope everyone got their Azure credits, right? Now, if okay, this one. Yeah. So so now for this, yeah, I'm also using a pay-as-you-go subscription. Now let's go ahead. You can see this resource group here. This is something, only this button, this button we are going to learn today, only this single thing we are going to learn today, right? So let's see what goes inside, and how what it looks like, and what are the resource group and everything. Yesterday I have already given you a gist about what does a resource group subscription looks like, right? I have given you this gist about, if I'll show you with an example today. I have this, maybe just give me a second, right? I have given you a little bit just about this resource group thing. So this is how typically a resource group really works. There is a this root management group. You have resources. You have there are multiple things. Now let's I'll just explain it right over here. Right? What is resource group? Resource group, uh, resources, Azure services. This is primarily the simplest way by which you can understand the resource group thing, right? First, you have your Azure account. So right now you have your Azure account, you are making your Azure account, okay? Then you have the subscriptions. So this, by that, doesn't matter if it is a free trial subscription, if you are working on a pay-as-you-go subscription, if you are working on a $100 student benefit subscription, you will get something like this. If I'll just show you up, this this is the subscription that you get, right? So this is the subscription. Please open quickly, right? Yeah, so this is the this is your subscription, right? Yeah, this is the subscription. This is my subscription ID. This is my subscription name. This is my directory. I'm using I'm using one community contributors Azure account for this, for this for this entire series. So she helped me out for this Azure cloud, right? Do not, she's not into Azure cloud. She is more from a competitive. She's more of a competitive programming girl. So that's why I have asked her to share with me her Azure account. So she has given me her Azure account. I'm using her Azure account for this entire thing. Okay, because my Azure account is already on some. I'm already running a startup on that my particular Azure account, right? So it would be very tough to manage and everything, right? So it would be very clumsy for you to understand everything. That's why I just thought of starting from something fresh, right? So that's why I'm using someone else's Azure account for this, right? I'm using a student ambassador. That's what I told you. I'm using Paral's maybe student ambassador ID, and she is a student ambassador, right? Now, so this, you get a subscription, right? So this is the subscription that you get. First of all, you have an Azure account, then you get a subscription. Either you buy it, you get it from somewhere, you get some credits, doesn't matter, you get a subscription. Then comes the resource groups. Now as the name suggests, inside resource group there will be multiple resources, like maybe if I have Epic Pen here, uh, inside one resource group there will be multiple resources, right? So if you have to understand, maybe through it an example, I'll quickly show it to you how this looks like, right? Okay, this is opening. I'm waiting for the pen to open. So inside resource group there are multiple resources, and what are these resources? Resources means Azure. Resources means Azure, maybe Azure services. So this is the resource group. Okay, inside this there will be sales team. There can be multiple resource group. Okay, there can be multiple resource group for every team. Here you are using Azure services. This is one Azure service. This is another Azure service. This is another Azure service. So you can club everything together. So let's understand with an example. So suppose if the sales team requires, so there is an organ. Let's consider an example. Let's consider an example. So there is a sales team and there is a development team, right? Sales team only need maybe PPT deck, right? Okay, let me open this, like yeah. And this resources, I'll let me share it with you in the chat section so that you can yeah, I'll share everything, right? I'll share everything, don't worry. So this is this I have already shared here. This you can just give it a look right now. I was telling you about this. Maybe yeah here. So let's suppose there is maybe there can be multiple resource group. Suppose sales team is utilizing a resource group. Okay, there is another team, development team. Dev team is utilizing B resource group. Okay, there is testing team. Okay, let's suppose security team. Security team, they are utilizing C resource group. Now, for this, the services could be maybe Microsoft, Tally, heat map, and maybe what kind of resources, maybe database services, some kind of database services they might be using, because sales team has to, sales team deals with the data, right? मतलब उनके पास काफी सारा data आते रहता है, they go to person and person scheduling meetings, right, and everything, right? They might be using Azure functions, right? Is it functions? Yeah, they might be using Azure function. Now there is this developer team. They are responsible for everything. They are responsible for database. They are responsible for the website, web page, maybe static web, maybe Kubernetes. Okay, it can be maybe container. It requires container Azure service. It requires Azure functions, right? Now it also require maybe some kind of Azure DNS, AZ DNS. So these are particular. Now what will the security team require? Azure, maybe Sentinel. Okay, maybe Azure AD, Azure Active Directory, right? And maybe, so these are the couple of things that they can always work upon, right? So there can be multiple teams working upon that time on different services. So what we have done, we have clubbed these as per our requirement so that we can eliminate the chaos. Matlab, let's assume a situation. There is a company. Let's suppose take an example of HDFC Bank. By the way, those who why I'm taking the example of HDFC, because I saw the news today that HDFC Bank is like this. Oof. Okay, now let's take an example of HDFC Bank. Suppose this is just the example that I gave you here. This is just about one particular service, one particular team. There can be 1,000 teams inside HDFC. Let's forget the team. There can be. This is just for the This is just for the insurance maybe. Similarly, and this can be insurance for a feature. There can be multiple features inside the insurance team, right? Then that will require that much type of scale. So just assume it. If we do not club it like this, how many Azure, how it would be really tough to manage for the architects, right? That's why we club everything in such a manner so that there can be hierarchy at every single point of time, and we can give permissions to everyone, right? Now let's suppose maybe Daksh comes in late. Maybe Daksh joins as a maybe Azure, maybe Azure engineer, right? Daksh join our company as an Azure engineer, and we have to give him a role so that he can only maybe he has the access to only he has the access of only the front end part, maybe let's assume, right? He can only edit the front end part. Right now not the front end part, this is a very bad example, I'm really sorry for that. He can only maintain the networking part of the entire website, right? He can only manage the DNS part of website. Now if we do not club it like this, how we will manage that everything? How we will know which service is running for which, and how to give resources, how to get permissions and everything, right? So that will be a huge chaos. That's why we utilize these resource group, where for particular resource, for particular for particular requirement, we make a particular resource group, and then we structure or club those resources in it. Now resources can't be inherited. So what I mean by inherited, okay, just this is let me just open the other image. Let's take an example of this picture. Okay, there is this account. This is the Azure account. This is the root management group, right? This is the root management. I took this picture from the internet. This is the root management group. Inside this there are multiple. This is sales team, this is marketing team, this is maybe development team, this is prod team, right? This can be everything. This is a subscription, right? There can be n divisions of this, right? This is the subscription. Now, and there can be, now what this is showing, inside one root management group, there will be another different other root management groups as well. So this is the owner, this is the CEO, these are the, maybe these are the managers, right? Inside the manager, these are the employees के नीचे फिर interns आ जाएंगे, इसी तरीके से intern आ जाएंगे. So this tree keeps going and on and on and on, right? Just take it like this example. Now this is the one subscription that root management group has given to us कि भाई जिसको यूज करना ये यूज करो, ये सारे ये यूज करेंगे. And what is this budget? I told you yesterday about the budget thing. The budget is $50,000. Let's suppose $50,000 is our budget. Now this team requires $10,000 budget, so they will require $10,000 budget, and it will divide. This is the subscription, this is the resource group. For which particular service it will require $10,000 budget? किस सर्विस के लिए चाहिए? ये देखो, यहाँ पे डेटाबेस सर्विसेज यूज हो रही है, यहाँ पे कॉस्मोस डीबी यूज हो रहा है, एसक्यूएल यूज हो रहा है, यहाँ पे वर्चुअल मशीन यूज हो रही है, यहाँ पे just see it here he is using Postgres SQL, right? So for which service, what kind of services you are, what resources you are using, so that he has categorized. Now this is something else, maybe यहाँ पे security service होती है, यहाँ पे Sentinel use करिए, कुछ और use करिए, right? So this keep on divide, there is a division that comes at every step, right? I hope you are getting this, so that the bifurcation could be easy, right? Now there is one very important thing. This SQL can't be under this resource group. ये जो SQL का डेटाबेस होगा, ये रिसोर्स ग्रुप इस रिसोर्स ग्रुप के अंदर नहीं आ सकता. one resource cannot be in two resource groups. one resource group सिर्फ एक ही रिसोर्स ग्रुप के अंदर हो सकता है. If I want to make another database, I have to go make another database, but एक रिसोर्स किसी दो रिसोर्स ग्रुप का पार्ट नहीं हो सकता है, right? Just make sure you know this, right? Now let's understand with this example. So where I was taking, I was telling you with this example, right? Now let's talk about the permission. Now let's suppose there are 4 teams, right? You can see this is the root management group. There is one human resource team, HR team, there is this IT team, this is the marketing team. Resource management group ने एक्सेस दिया मार्केटिंग टीम को. सपोज ओनली व्यू एक्सेस दिया है, तो ये जो पूरा बाकी नीचे के लोग ना, ये सिर्फ व्यू एक्सेस इनको मिल पाएगा, इनको फिर कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. If this marketing team got the view access, they will only get the view access. If they got the B access, they will only have the, so whatever access is inherited by the entire tree. जो आपका रूट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर होगा, उसका एक्सेस आपका पूरा ट्री फॉलो करेगा. आईटी टीम को यहां पे जो एक्सेस मिला होगा, वो पूरा का पूरा टीम इनहेरिट करेगा. अंडरस्टैंड दिस? ओके, सो yeah, so this is what I was telling. I will share both these images in the group, right? So, and if anyone has any question, just let me know in between. So if anyone feel like this is going by far your head, just tell me, right? Matlab, I'll try to be as simple as possible. Okay, so this is this was the subscription that we were telling, right? Now let's come to the resource group. How to create a resource group? Just go to the resource group, right? You can simply go to the resource group and you can click on create. Now understand one more thing. Okay, let's not go to the resource graph explorer, it will be very tough for you. Let's not jump to let's go to this only. Create. Okay, what we'll do, we'll create a resource group. Now I'm using this subscription. See, the best part of, I told you about how to learn Azure. This is how you should learn Azure, right? Open portal.azure.com, just simply go to these services. Inside every service, inside everything, you will see this I button. Click on this and you will be able to see what this does. All resources in a subscription are built together. Okay? What is a resource group? A resource group is a collection of resources that share the same life cycle, permissions, policies. एक लाइफ साइकिल के अंदर जितनी सारी चीजें चल रही होंगी, पॉलिसीज, परमिशन, एवरीथिंग, वो एक रिसोर्स ग्रुप के अंदर आएगा. ठीक है? नाउ लेट्स नेम इट, राइट? मे बी फॉर डे development, right? Now what is the region? So suppose there is let's suppose in a client like SDFC, right? If SDFC in India, if SDFC in Sri Lanka, SDFC is in some other, right? So for every region, they have a particular resources, particular budget that has been assigned, right? So a budget, so just imagine the kind of maths that's happening, behind the process. हर एक कंट्री को अपने हिसाब से एक बजट मिल रहा होगा, ठीक है? सो दैट रीजन बेस्ड बजटिंग हैज बीन ऑलरेडी बाइफर्केटेड थ्रू दिस everything through this Azure, right? So but you can just where you want to see your resources in East US. Okay, let's keep it in East US. Now next is tags. Now what is this tags and what is this name? Just simply learn this. Apply tags to your Azure account to locally organize them by categories. A tag consists of a key, name, and a value. What is the name? What this resource group is for, what kind of value we are providing here. Okay, what kind of value we are providing here? Suppose this is for the, maybe this resource group is for the maybe dev, right? And value we are assigning maybe 3. Okay, then you can always increase these tags and values. So what is tags, right? If you have to understand tags, this is maybe this resource group is every time, if maybe how should I tell you the tags thing? It's something like hashtags. It's something similar to the hashtags, right? If maybe if you will search AZDev India hashtag in the LinkedIn, right? So suppose hashtag AZDev India. So I'm able to locate the Azure developer community, right? So this is how the tag works here in the resource group as well. Similarly, tag X, right? Now I'll just click on the create. Okay, there is some problem here. No, there is no problem. It's just review and create. So it will just create a resource group for me. That's it. Just done nothing, man, nothing. You can see, go to the resource group. This is the resource group you have now. This is the resource group. Now you can always add some kind of resources. You do not add resources from here. What you do, if you are making kind of a virtual machine, you kind of making a virtual machine, right? What you do, you create a virtual machine, this virtual machine, right? Then what you do, just let this open, right? It will tell you your subscription. It will ask you resource group, like pay as you go subscription. Which resource group? Development resource group. If you want to create a new resource group, you can create a directly new resource group from here. Security. Okay, you can see a new tag will be assigned here कि हमने new resource group बनाया, बता देगा मैं. Then click create and review. Follow all these things. Click create and review, and you will be able to utilize all your resource groups. So this is how simply you make your resource group accessible. This is how you make your resource group. Understood? So now there are some couple of other ways. So this is the most simplest way to make a resource group. Now Incognito said something. If like a manager has edit access just example, I'm not telling you edit access, right? But अगर manager के पास access है कि वो एक कोई particular service use कर सकता है. Suppose the manager has access to Azure DevOps service only. So the entire team will be limited to Azure DevOps. Right, there will be no other person who will get the access until it will requires. मतलब edit access तो नहीं, मतलब हमें edit access थोड़ा सा wrong हो गया, but not the edit access, but if I am the manager and I have the access to Azure DevOps, okay, मेरे पास सिर्फ Azure DevOps का access है, तो मैं सिर्फ Azure DevOps चला पाऊंगा, पूरी टीम फिर सिर्फ Azure DevOps चला पाएगी. That's it. Okay, this is how simply you should understand. Now let's move a little bit more. So there are a couple of other ways by which you can make a resource group. You can make it using PowerShell, you can make it using Azure CLI, and okay, I was running through some PowerShell scripts. Let's close it right now. We don't need it. Okay, perfect. Let's open this. What we are left with? Permission we have already done. Yeah, and one subscription is always necessary in order to make a resource group. One subscription is always a necessary. You should have at least one subscription in order to make a resource group. Now, so this is what I was telling you about. Like, let's use an example to make this bit clear from cost management perspective. जो हमने कल बात करी थी. Like, your company has an Azure subscription and has an allocated budget of $50,000 a month. So they set up a budget alert so that if total against the subscription, the company has 4 departments. So 4 डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, उसमें 50,000 अलोकेट हो गया. मे बी अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट के पास $10,000 गया, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के पास $20,000 गया, इस तरीके से डिवाइड हो गया, तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के पास कोई पर्टिकुलर जो सर्विस वो यूटिलाइज कर रहे हैं, उन लोगों के पास फिर वो बाइफर्केशन होगा कि कौन सा सब्सक्रिप्शन आप यूज करोगे, कितना आपको पैसा मिलेगा, कौन कौन सी सर्विसेज आप यूज करोगे। जो सर्विसेज पूरा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डिपार्टमेंट यूज कर रहा होगा, उन सबको क्लब करके एक रिसोर्स के अंदर रखना, दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल रिसोर्स ग्रुप। अंडरस्टूड? प्रीटी मच सिंपल। नाउ yesterday I so this I have to edit this out, right? I haven't edited this out in the blog as well. Yesterday I just given you the PowerShell script, right? The PowerShell script in order to make a Azure account, in order to link it, in order to run Azure, in order to set Azure budgets and cost alerts through PowerShell. But there was one problem that we haven't so I have installed the Azure module in my PowerShell, but there might be a case you won't be able to. Right now, you can see this is the WSL that I'm using. I'm using Windows subsystem for Linux. I'm using WSL, right? So for that purpose, you have to run these three commands. So we have missed one command. Can I? Yeah. So then we were using these three commands there. So the first one is yeah. Okay, we got some question here. Can I use PowerShell on Mac? Yeah, no. Okay, I'm sorry. If you have an Intel chip, maybe if you are using as much as I remember, if you have a Mac and if you have an Intel chip, then WSL can be supported. Then you can utilize the WSL thing. If you are using Intel, if you have an Intel chip in your Mac, right, you can utilize the WSL thing. Yeah, WSL works in the Intel with Intel. Now see, install module name Azure. So this is the so first, okay, let me. This StreamYard has some issues with me, right? I don't know why. This is the first command. This is the second command that you should run, and this then you can connect your Azure account in the PowerShell. And how to connect it? See the administrator issue. How what we were getting yesterday, right? We were getting some kind of administrator issue yesterday. So let's I'll tell you how 3-4 days back I have switched to Windows 11, and from the same time I'm getting this issue, man. What's the problem? It doesn't let me search. See PowerShell, right click on it. Okay. And you have to run as a administrator. You have to be as a admin, so that's how you can make the administrator changes, right? It will ask you this, just click on yes, then go there about, and then you can utilize the PowerShell. I have to check, Chandan. But I'll see if there will be any other resources. So if not PowerShell, you can always utilize Azure CLI, right? Why require Azure CLI is always there. Where is Azure CLI? Go to Azure. This is the Azure CLI, Azure Cloud Cell. You can always utilize Azure Cloud Cell, right? So there is nothing like compulsory that you can just click on PowerShell. You can utilize PowerShell here, Azure Cloud Shell, Bash. If you want a PowerShell, so for M1 chip, okay, that's provide. So if you are using Mac, you can just click on the PowerShell from here. If you are a PowerShell expert, click on PowerShell. If you are a Cloud CL expert, you can just simply click on Bash. Okay, one quick question I have. One quick question. So there are a couple of there are 11 folks in the comment, 11 folks watching this stream. How many of you know the difference between a Bash and a CLI? This is third year networking question. BTech networking, the computer science. What is the difference between Bash and CLI, CMD, or I'd say this more like just search for it, right? Search for it. ढूंढो यार, खुद से ढूंढो इसको. What is the difference between a CLI and a Bash? There are multiple kind of Bash, Gbash, like there are a couple of things, PowerShell, Zbash. You should know everything, right? You should know everything if you're learning this. Okay, now let's move it. Okay. So, okay, this is the link by which you can always learn the resources in the PowerShell. Okay, this is the link. This is the link which you can utilize in order if you want to if you want to make a resource group through PowerShell. Now, if I have to show it to you how to make a PowerShell, you can we will simply use these three couple of commands. I am it will take time, but let's see if it doesn't, we will make a PowerShell right away. It will take a lot of time, right? Because we have to it will install the entire Azure module right over here. It's installing the entire module here. Let's see if this ends by maybe by next 5 minutes. I'll tell you the entire thing by how you can install the what I'm going to tell you. It's just pretty simple. The link that I've shared to you, it's the same link. Just go through the link, this link, copy this and paste it in the section, and you will see. Mm, just that you don't explore more means sometimes I do not say this, but do not explore more right over here, right? Just try to be limited, do not explore more. मतलब ज़्यादा explore मत करना, because उससे आप अपने को confuse कर दोगे. There are some couple of commands written. This PowerShell is फिर भी ये this is easy, but if you will learn this, right, you will be like, what is this? How should I remember? There is nothing to remember. You can always copy this, edit this out, paste in the PowerShell. That's it. You do not need to remember all these crazy stuff. Don't need to remember. As soon if you will join if you will join in any organization as a cloud engineer, as a network engineer, as a system administrator, you will run these type of silly commands every day, right? Matlab, will I don't know why I'm saying this, because I saw some couple of folks, taking GitHub courses, buying GitHub courses, buying, how to learn GitHub. What is there in GitHub, right? There are total 4 command: git, push, pull, push, commit. That's it, right? Add, git, push, pull, commit, revert, reset. That's it. 5-6 commands and you are done with the GitHub. मतलब वो 6-7 command के ऊपर कभी जाओगे ही नहीं तुम अपने as a student, right? And you will just all these commands that you can see right over here, right? You will just do it every day, then you will know that you will always remember. एक काम को हर दिन करोगे तो याद तो रहेगा यार. मतलब it is very simple, right? So ऐसा नहीं कि आपको याद करना है, आज याद करना है तब जाके आप Azure Cloud Engineer बनोगे. No, nothing like this. No company wants you to remember. You want to be a parrot. Okay, now let's move to the logs and resource group. So there is one situation. If you delete the I'll just wrap in next 3 minutes. If you delete the resource group, your entire resources will be deleted. अगर आप एक रिसोर्स ग्रुप को रिमूव करते हो, उसके अंदर के जितने रिसोर्सेस हैं सारे के सारे रिसोर्स चले जाएंगे. ठीक है. We will learn about RBAC, role based access control. This will be for day 4, I guess. Role based key, role कैसे assign करते हैं, कैसे assign करते हैं. We'll learn about this on the day 4. But today we will talk about logs and resource groups. So in order to prevent some kind of silly mistakes, right? Some people, we use logs and resource group. What this logs does, it locks the resource group simply, as the name suggests. It doesn't allow the user to directly delete or maybe to delete the entire resource group, right? So you won't be able to. If you will run a command named maybe this, if you will run the command run this command like delete my resource group, then it will throw you an error. Your resource group won't delete all your resources. Okay. It's taking so much time, man. It's taking so much time. Let's just wait for this. Okay, I'm just waiting for this. Okay, now what else? This is more about the resource group, and you can always control it. These kind of scenarios, your base access management, right? Then these are some couple of commands. These are commands, right, that you can use through PowerShell if you want to make a log. Like अगर आपको अपने resource group पे log लगाना है तो आप get Azure resource log use करोगे, then you will log your resource group. यहाँ पे आपका resource group का name आ जाएगा. ठीक है. इस जगह पे आप यहाँ पे आपका resource group का name आ जाएगा. ठीक है. जैसे रिप्लेस दिस रिसोर्स ग्रुप नेम को रिप्लेस करके आप यहाँ पे अपने रिसोर्स ग्रुप नेम लिख देना, सपोज डेवलपमेंट और व्हाटएवर रिसोर्स ग्रुप नेम यू हैव गिवन. ठीक है. देन यू कैन ऑल दैट एंड जस्ट फिर देन इफ यू विल ट्राई टू remove it using this, you won't be able to remove the resource group, delete the resource group, right? Yeah. Now there is this third thing which is again easier. First is through Azure portal, you are doing through everything through Azure portal. Second is you are doing everything through Azure CLI, the Azure CLI bash I'm talking about. Third is Azure PowerShell. This is the hierarchy of the simplicity level. सबसे आसान Azure portal, उससे आसान Azure CLI, उससे थोड़ा सा थोड़ा नहीं सबसे ऊपर Azure portal, उससे थोड़ा सा टफ Azure CLI, उससे थोड़ा सा टफ Azure PowerShell, क्योंकि कमांड थोड़ी सी बढ़ जाती हैं, एरर का चांसेस थोड़ा सा बढ़ जाता है, ठीक है. So that's why maybe CLI, if you want to explore the CLI thing, you can always explore the CLI thing right over here. Again, same command, same thing, right? Try to explore these commands right over from there, right? How to AZ login, AZ group create, how to make a log, how to make a C. There you have to make a entire do this right stuff, right? But in here in Azure CLI it would be easy. You just have to do this Azure group create. अपने ग्रुप का नाम दे देना, अपने रिसोर्स ग्रुप का नाम दे, योर रिसोर्स ग्रुप का नाम दे देना, उसकी लोकेशन देना. It will just maybe make a resource group. It will make a resource group for you. That's it. Yeah, that's it. If you want to lock your resource group, just give Azure, just give this command, Azure log create, give the name of your log, give the name of your resource group that you want to log, and that's it. You are pretty much done. This is how you simply do it. Just try to explore all these. This is so for today. This is the documentation that you can always explore. Only these 2, 3, 4 commands that you have to explore for today, right? And yeah, that's it for the day. Okay, I thought I'll take 20 minutes. I took 42 minutes. I'm really sorry again for today, right? I'm really sorry for that. And again, the blog for today will come out by 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, right? So write it early. I'll try to write it as soon as possible, right? It's nothing like I'll just send it by 9 a.m. only, but let's try to keep it as soon as possible. I'll write the blog, then I'll upload it on the GitHub. I'll upload all the resources in there. So I hope you got these resources, and that's it for today. And if anyone has any doubt, just let me know. Right now we are open for 2 more minutes. I'm opening the window for the doubt section. If anyone has any doubt, just let me know in the comment section. I'm open for doubts now. And until then, let me just close the Epic Pen. Clear, perfect, clear. Thank you. So all you need to do is explore these resource group logs. What is the resource group? How to make a resource group? There are 2-3 ways to make a resource group: Azure CLI, Azure PowerShell. Find what is easy for you. If it is Azure PowerShell, I saw some crazy folks who are writing 1,000 lines of Azure PowerShell scripts, right? Azure PowerShell is next level. If you are Azure PowerShell expert, you can't imagine what kind of things you can do, right? मतलब जितनी भी चीजें हम लोग आज मैनुअली कर पा रहे हैं, फोल्डर क्रिएट से राइट क्लिक करके फोल्डर क्रिएट कर लेते ना, कुछ नहीं था ऐसा. मतलब आज से 10 साल 6-7 साल पहले से जो लोग कर रहे थे, जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं, वो सब इतनी खतरनाक चीजें करते हैं Azure PowerShell से, right? There are multiple things that they do. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Azure PowerShell is a great power, right? Yeah, Azure PowerShell is next level. So yeah, that's pretty much for today. See you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Okay. And there is some couple of announcements. So Odyssey, AI Odyssey is going on. Those who will complete all the 6 challenges, right, they will get a Microsoft Fanny bag, right? Microsoft Fanny bag you will get. Also there is one more thing I just forgot. Okay, there will be one quiz at 9 p.m. today. And what's next? There's Azure startup mixers that are happening. So if you are in Delhi NCR region, there are 2 events. That first is on 20th, second is on 21st. Microsoft Office Gurgaon, 27th Microsoft Office Mumbai, 27th and 27th and 28th. I guess 28th said Sunday, is 27th is Sunday. 27th, 28th Bangalore. 27th, 28th Bangalore office, there will be some events happening. 27th Mumbai, there will be some events happening. 21, 27, 28 and 20 Delhi NCR, there are a couple of events happening. Okay, so see you at some event offline where we will do some kind of fun there. Now we will try to jump off to the hands-on section of multiple things in all these sessions. So try to stick with, I won't say just join every initiative that we do. जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको सारी initiative जो हम कर रहे हैं करने की जरूरत है. I'll be like honest. Do what is required. जो आपको सही लगता है वो करो. जो इनिशिएटिव आपको सही लगता है कि ये आपके लिए अच्छी हो सकती है, just try to go in that initiative. It's not like you have to be present at every offline meetup. If you think the speakers are good, if you think the speakers might resonate with you, अगर ब्लॉकचेन की थीम पे इवेंट है तो ब्लॉकचेन पे जाओ. एक थीम पे इवेंट है जो आपको सही लगता है वो करो, and yeah, you are the god, right? Just decide what's right for you. And I always say this: do what is required, not what is present, right? Do what is required. बहुत कुछ है मार्केट के अंदर करने के लिए, राइट? जरूरत किस चीज की है उस चीज पे फोकस करो. सो आज के लिए इतना ज्ञान काफी है. लेट्स see you at 9 p.m. for the today's quiz. And if you want to get your resume reviewed, everything, right, I'll share a form. I'll share one link with you. You can always get your resume and maybe your LinkedIn profile reviewed with me on Saturday, Sunday, or you can just simply put it in the on the Discord server as well. Anything works, right? So thank you everyone for joining today's stream. See you next time. See you in the cloud. Bye bye.